If you're facing a difficult situation that feels unclear or hard to resolve, let's try to figure it out together. This 5-card spread will help bring more clarity to your situation. For this reading, I ask you to focus on your situation and clearly formulate the question that concerns you. Think about what exactly is bothering you. What aspects of the situation require your attention? The more accurately you formulate the question, the more accurate the reading will be. For this spread, we will use 5 cards, which will tell us about the current situation, influencing factors, possible courses of action, obstacles, and the likely outcome. So, the first card is Abundance. Interesting. Apparently, this is about your resources, about what you already have available. These can be both material goods and your inner qualities, talents, skills. Perhaps you are currently underestimating your potential and do not see all the opportunities that open up before you. The Abundance card symbolizes abundance, prosperity, opportunities. It says that you have everything you need to achieve your goals. Perhaps you should take a closer look at your life and see how much you already have. This card may also indicate that you need to learn to accept the gifts of fate and be grateful for what you have. Abundance can also mean that you need to learn to share your resources with other people, then you will receive even more. Abundance is not only about material abundance, it is also about spiritual wealth, about your inner strength and self-confidence. This card calls you to reveal your potential and use it to the fullest. Don't be afraid to dream and set high goals for yourself. You have everything you need to achieve them. The next card is Mischief. That's interesting. This card says that there is an element of surprise, play, perhaps even some kind of mischief in your situation. Perhaps you should look at the situation from a different angle, with humor and lightness. Do not take everything too seriously. Sometimes it is useful to relax a bit and look at things with irony. The Mischief card symbolizes playfulness, lightness, spontaneity. It says that you need to learn to enjoy life and not be afraid to express your individuality. Perhaps you should add more creativity and spontaneity to your life. This card may also indicate that you need to be careful and not fall for the tricks of scammers or deceitful people. Mischief can also mean that you need to learn to bypass obstacles with cunning and ingenuity. Mischief is not only about frivolity and carelessness, it is also about the ability to find non-standard solutions, about creativity and resourcefulness. This card calls you to not be afraid to experiment and look for new ways to solve problems. Perhaps you should try to approach your situation with humor and look at it from a different angle. The third card is Exposed. This card says that there is something in your situation that should be revealed, brought to light. Perhaps there is some secret or hidden information that may affect the outcome of the case. Perhaps you should be more open and honest with yourself and with other people. The Exposed card symbolizes truth, frankness, exposure. It says that you need to be prepared for the fact that the truth may not always be pleasant, but it is necessary to solve your problem. Perhaps you should conduct your own investigation and find out all the details that interest you. Exposed can also mean that you need to be prepared for the fact that your own truth will be revealed to other people. Exposed is not only about revealing secrets, it is also about honesty with yourself and others, about the willingness to accept the truth, whatever it may be. This card calls you to not be afraid to look the truth in the eye and be open and honest. Perhaps you should conduct a deep self-analysis and understand your true feelings and motivations. The fourth card is Distance. This card indicates that you need to move away from the situation a little. Look at it from the outside. Perhaps you are too emotionally involved in what is happening, and you need time to calm down and make a balanced decision. The Distance card symbolizes detachment, independence, objectivity. It says that you need to learn to control your emotions and not let them affect your decisions. Perhaps you should take a break and think about the situation before taking any action. Distance can also mean that you need to learn to set boundaries between yourself and other people in order to save your energy and not allow them to negatively affect you. Distance is not only about physical distance, it is also about emotional detachment, about the ability to see the situation objectively without succumbing to emotions. This card calls you to learn to control your emotions and not make hasty decisions. Perhaps you should take a break and think about the situation before taking any action. And the last card is Anticipation. This card says that some changes, perhaps even new opportunities, await you in the future. Perhaps you should be prepared for the fact that the situation will change and you will need to adapt to new conditions. The Anticipation card symbolizes expectation, hope, anticipation. It says that you need to be patient and believe in the best. Perhaps you should learn to see the signs of fate and use them to achieve your goals. Anticipation can also mean that you need to be prepared for the fact that the future may not be what you imagine it to be, but this does not mean that it will be bad. Anticipation is not only about hope and expectation, it is also about readiness for change, about the ability to adapt to new conditions. This card calls you to not be afraid of the future and be open to new opportunities. Perhaps you should learn to see the signs of fate and use them to achieve your goals. So what does it all mean? Most likely, you now have enough resources to solve your problem, but you need to learn to see the opportunities that open up before you. You should be more open and honest with yourself and with other people, and also learn to control your emotions and not be afraid of change. You should pay attention to the development of your talents and abilities, as well as to the establishment of honest and open relations with other people. Do not be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and try something new. Be prepared for change and believe in your strength. That's such an interesting spread. I hope it helped you understand your situation and find ways to solve it. What do you think about this? Write in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new fortune telling.